Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Hiba and this is my little journal. Today I'm going to be sharing the new COCO Daisy kits for the month of November. So these are releasing in November and I'm really excited to share them with you. So we're just going to go ahead and unbox as usual. And as always, I will be putting together a layout using these new kits. So let's take a look. Very pretty, and there's beautiful owls. I already love the colors of this kit. This is beautiful. Okay, I'm excited. Let's start with our stamp subscription. Oh, this one's a fun one. I like this. It's very New Year's and year in review kind of stamp set. So you have happy, welcome, hello, cheers, new year, 2026, refresh, renew, goals. And there's some confetti. Very pretty. So that is the stamp subscription. As always, I get 3 different kits in here. Guys, I'm loving the owls. OMG. Okay. So digging this month's kit. Yes to this. This is my Daisy add-on sticker kit. And you get all flat stickers. Very, very pretty. Love the fox. And I'm really enjoying that blue. That combo of blue with the tan, the beautiful blue alpha, and some stickers on vellum. Beautiful with some washi tape strips. All right, so let's look at the journaling kit, which is also flat, but it does include rub-ons and washi tape. So I think I say this all the time. The Daisy add-on is just the 4 sheets of stickers, but the journaling kit includes a little bit more. And I love this kit because it's just perfect for journalers. Everything is flat and beautiful. All right, so we get the 4x6 with the prompt list. This is a gorgeous card. Totally going to use this in a project. That is beautiful. We have the washi tape. I'm such a fan of COCO Daisy's washi. I don't know, it just hits the right spot. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Okay, I'm really, really loving this. Oh, that is beautiful. Very, very pretty. And then we have the 2 rub-ons. The colors in here are so subtle. And I know this is the January kit, but you don't have to use it just for January. I like that it's really not themed for January, if that makes sense. Yes, you have the 2026 and things like that, but you can totally use this for any layout. Let's take a look at the sticker sheets. You definitely get more stickers in this kit. And one of my favorites is the days of the week with the numbers. This is perfect for my memory journal or any planner, obviously. You get the washi strips on vinyl sticker paper. More. Loving the owls, the rabbits, the animals, and the flowers on here. Beautiful. Love their alphas. We need COCO Daisy to sell the alphas separately, because I have become a fan, even though I don't like alpha stickers, but I've been using them nonstop in my daily journal. And the 2 large sticker sheets, these are gorgeous. This is beautiful. Can totally see myself trimming this down and adding it to my projects to add a pop of color. Such a beautiful kit. Great job, COCO Daisy. All right, last but not least is our Traveler's Notebook scrapbooking kit. So it is the scrapbooking kit and I do the Traveler's Notebook add-on. Okay, moving things to be able to add all or share all the little tidbits that come in this beautiful kit. This kit is always jam-packed with all the goodness. We're going to start with the 3x4 stamp set. And it has the frosty days, toasty nights. Let's see, all things warm and cozy. Has the moths on there. And then our washi tape. I already love this. Very simple. I love simple washi tape because you can definitely use it on any layout. It just adds that nice pop of color without adding too much like busyness to the layout. I hate putting busy on busy. And so if my layout is busy, I can just grab this washi and it's not gonna make it even busier. It's just gonna sit there subtly on my page without adding the crazy, basically. All right, I think these are sticky notes. These are pretty cute. I don't know if these will fit in my columns, in my memory journal. I'm gonna check. All right, so they are slightly bigger, but there's some space here where I can trim it down a little bit and use them in my memory journal. And you have a full pack. Oh, wait, they're different. Okay, so we have one with a flower and it says happy notes. And then today with some stars for rating. And then this really subtle pink grid. That is beautiful. Okay, now I'm getting really excited. And then we have the little felt pocket. They've created this before and shared them. And obviously these fit in the felt pocket, which is pretty cute. We have some enamel stars with glitter. And then we have our die cut pack. Let's take a quick look. It is always jam-packed with beautiful die cuts. And I know I say this all the time, but it is adhesive die cuts. Got tags, labels, like word strips, and that beautiful owl. I'm trying to get that out. That is gorgeous. Leaves and some snowflakes and some big words in black. January stories. Such a fun little pack. Oh, and we have those large words that I think a few kits back, they had these and they were on vellum. And I feel like these are the same idea. Let's see, I love these larger words. These are just perfect for my daily journal. And it feels like they are on like vellum sticker paper. It just has different types of words that you can use to create a title. Next up is our chipboard. Really enjoying the large tags that they have been doing lately. These are just beautiful and I really, really love the colors. This is gorgeous. Oh, I'm in love. I just love the dark background with these brighter colors or lighter colors. Makes everything pop. You do get some rub-ons. Love that winter time. The flowers are gorgeous. That one's beautiful. Let's get into, oh wait, we have our puffy alphas. Again, gorgeous, match really well with the kit. And then our 2 cardstock, white cardstock. All right, and then you get your 6 pattern papers. I just took off that plastic so we can take a look at these patterns. And they're double-sided, so you get 2 of each. So I'm gonna do this real quick. This is easier. That is beautiful. Very, very pretty. Love the pattern paper this month. All right, so you get 2 of each, so that makes 6 pattern papers. Last but not least, the Traveler's Notebook. Like I said, this is an add-on. You can pick up the scrapbooking kit separately if you wanted to without an add-on, or you can add an add-on, which I do, and I grab the Traveler's Notebook, and right away I'm in love. This is such a beautiful like title page for your Traveler's Notebook. Gorgeous colors, patterns. So much fun. Love that. Oh, and we get that beautiful pattern that I mentioned earlier with the tag. Yes. Love it. Okay, I'm getting so excited for this. Oh, again, another gorgeous spread. I can't wait to use these patterns. Like I said, it doesn't give me like full-blown winter theme. I feel like I can use this pattern on anything, honestly, and those flowers as well. Just beautiful. Okay. Love these kits. Can't wait to work with the kit. I haven't decided, as always, what I'm going to be working in using these kits. So once I decide, I'll be right back sharing with you my process video. So I have decided to work in my memory journal. I am kind of behind in this project. I've been trying to catch up in it, and I've shared a few videos with my members working in this memory journal. This is the Hemlock and Oak B5. I've worked in it plenty here on my YouTube channel, but I think I'm going to do that. I like to use a kit when I feel a little bit behind. It just helps me kind of catch up. So that's what we're going to do today. I haven't decided. I think I'll probably chat through my process and also use some music when I'm not chatting. So it might be a long video, I'm not sure. Oh, and before I start, I've been asked about my clear cover for my B5. This is from Sterling Ink. I did want to mention, I didn't buy it for this journal. I bought it for another B5 from Sterling Ink, but it actually fit my journal pretty well. The only thing is it's kind of tight around the spine, but it does give after a bit. So if you are looking for a cover and you're really trying to find a clear cover for your B5, I definitely recommend it. But again, it is kind of tight around the spine. So, you know, you just have to give it some time to loosen up a little bit. And I wanted to mention that it is too big for the Flex cover. I did try it on my Flex planner and it was too wide for my planner. So I think it only works for the hard covers. But anyways, and I really don't need it for this cover because this cover isn't even fabric. But I just thought, you know, I need to use it. It's sitting in my craft room, so might as well. Anyways, let's move on. Like I said, I want to work on, I think, yeah, week 37. And as always, I'll be stamping the week, and then I will be adding my photos. I printed all my photos, and I'm hoping to squeeze them all in. I do have photos of an outing with my sister and daughter, and then my daughter and I got to have lunch with my niece. It was like grandparents and friends and family day. And so we went with her to have lunch at school. And then on the weekend was my cousin's engagement party. And I have loads of pictures from that night. And I'm going to try really hard to squeeze them all in somewhere around this page. So I can use this page for these outings, and then the rest is going to be all about my cousin. And I don't mind doing that with my memory journal. You know, usually I have a story for each day, but sometimes I do not. I have like a big occasion that I really want to focus on for that week, and I'm okay with using a whole page for that. So let's get to it. Like I said, I'm just going to stamp out my week, and then I'm going to start working on my days and hopefully be able to use my new kit to pretty up my layout. I also decided to use my Coco Daisy number stamp. I love using this number stamp every once in a while. I usually use my Planet stamp set, but I think this one's going to be a nice little add-on, especially that I have so many photos, so I want some bold numbers throughout my page. I love that this kit comes with like date stickers. So it has the numbers and it also has the days of the week. And this is a great way to add color to my page, is by using these little stickers here. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to use the blue ones or I should bring in some of that light brown, but I'm feeling the blue. I like the font on this. It reminds me of Coco Daisy's Alphas, and it's nice and subtle, especially because it's so busy that my spread is going to be really busy with photos. I think that would work better, like the subtle font. All right, I also want to see if I want to use any of these stickers or rub-ons on my page. I love using Coco Daisy's rub-ons or their sticker splatters behind my journaling, because it really adds like a pop of color, and it's like just a simple, easy way to add color to your page. So I just, basically add it wherever I think I'm going to add journaling, and it always looks really good. All right, so Monday's done. I'm going to end up using Tuesday and Wednesday to document my niece. Let me see, maybe I can move this a little bit and add one of these photos maybe across or something, and add my title in the middle. Yeah, I think I want to do that. I want to kind of bring in the right side into the left, so it kind of merges, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I want to stamp my number and add the day down at the bottom. I've said this before while working on these pages, that I like things to kind of flow, so I move around the number and the day throughout the columns. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab the Tuesday and then stamp 09 right above it. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna use this one to trim, because I can cut between them. These are, by the way, some of my nieces and nephews and my kids. And so I think that's what I want to do. Maybe, yeah, I'm gonna cut right after my son here. That way I'm not cutting through someone's face. That worked perfectly. And I'm basically going to start adding the dates, playing with my kit a little bit, and bringing this page together. I also do want to stamp a large title. I'm going to use a stamp set from COCO Daisy for that. Maybe, or should I use my alphas? Maybe I should use my alphas actually. All right, I think I'm going to use my alphas. It'll make it faster and easier, and plus I can add like congratulations and then put both their names or something like that so it will fit, and I'm not going to worry about, you know, sizing the alphas and all that good stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. This fits so perfectly. I love it. I think I want to add my cousin and her fiance's picture here. Maybe somewhere around here. And I saw some moths that are very cute, so I'm going to be adding some of these too. So I really wanted to use this sticker, and I want it to sit right here. But again, there's the fold. So I trimmed it down a little bit so I can trim this small portion off. You know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And I'm going to trim off the O. Add that right next to the T. I just squeezed it in a little bit more so I can add the rest after the folds. I hope I'm making sense. I just don't want it to sit in the fold. I hate creasing things in between my fold, especially like when you're flipping through things and you just crease your paper or you crease your sticker or your letters or whatever. With time, they fall off, or it will like kind of remove the color, and so you won't be able to read it properly. I hope I'm making sense. This is just from experience, and that's why I always trim my paper. I always trim my stickers. It will also add bulk if you do not do that to your fold. And with time, your journal will bulk up. So I'm not a fan of, you know, sticking down paper and just folding it in and creasing it in, because it just doesn't work for me. And you'll notice it after time. Anyways, I'm talking too much. I want to stamp the date as well and add the day. I trimmed down this large sticker paper because I really love these colors and I think it'll bring the whole page together. So I think I'm just going to add it along the bottom of my page and see how that looks. I might have to, again, trim around the fold, or I can add some up here or something. We'll see. waste any of this, so I just added it next to my little title here. And then I can go back in here and try to find something to add right above my photo here. So the new subscription stamp set is perfect for a moment like this because it has like celebrate, you know, cheers, renew, things like that. And obviously it doesn't have to just be for New Year's. You can use it for any kind of celebration. So I think I'm going to stamp congrats right underneath that flower. It'll fill that space really nicely. Almost done. I just want to add a little bit of color here and there, and these gorgeous like flowers are beautiful, so I just want to use some of them like around my title, just to make my title even bigger. And I can use these empty like spots to add my journaling. But I know I want to add something here. Because I don't want to use this for journaling. And I could also stamp. I like this let's do this. I think it will fit nicely here. That is a coincidence. I love when that happens. And so I'm just gonna stamp that around here. And I basically was able to fill this space here. Stamp the champagne bottles as well, or cups. So I think I'm done with the decorative part of my page. Now I just need to add my journaling. So I'm going to print that out and I'll be right back. All right, so I got my journaling done. I'm just going to start trimming them down so I can add them to my journal. And I know I mention this all the time, but for anybody who's new here, I do print my journaling on matte sticker paper, and I do have a tutorial here on my YouTube channel sharing how I like type out my journaling and how I get it printed using my printer. So I definitely recommend it if you are new here and you're wanting to, you know, start printing your journaling on some sticker paper. So anyways, let me trim this down and then we're just gonna literally add this to my journal. Like I'm going to match the journaling to the spot where I sized it to fit and basically call the layout done. I find that doing this with the journaling makes these layouts neater. I do write my own journaling in my daily journal, so I don't feel bad or guilty or anything like that if I'm printing my journaling and not writing it myself. I find that I just like the neatness of it in this particular journal. So that's why I do this. Anyways, I want to add all my journaling in the right spot. And then I'm just going to start sticking them down. Once I stick this down, I'm going to go through my stickers and rub-ons and try to find something to add there. Maybe a flower of some sort. I'm really liking this flower, and I'm thinking to go for it. I love how this turned out. The colors are very subtle, but it adds a nice pop of color to my spread. I really enjoyed using this month's kit from COCO Daisy. I do know they opened up a lot of new slots for their subscription kits. So if you're interested in any of their kits, I definitely recommend to check it out. I will have the link in the description box for you. And you can also use my discount code to get 10% off your first subscription. But that's about it. I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed watching this process video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.